Started. You have to share the joke, Wanda.
Jonathan is saying he's in the background.
Hey, he has to come and say hello then.
She said you had to come and say hello. You can't just be in the background.
That's right. You have to come and say.
Why you be in the background? Hello, how's everybody?
Hey.
I love it. Right, give me 1 second here and get everything going. That's crazy. All right, so we are recording. So let me share my screen. All right, so can everybody see my screen?
I can see it.
Okay, perfect. All right, so thanks everyone for joining this evening. It has been rainy, messy, gloomy, cold, everything here in Charlotte. So it's been a little challenging just to stay awake, but thanks be to God to Total Life Changes products, because I have been using everything. Oh my God, it has been tough with the rain falling and, you know, all the wonderfulness going on here. So hopefully everybody is using that spin, because it truly has helped in pushing our products, you know, for lack of a better term, and not sound like a drug dealer. So welcome. At this time, I'm going to turn the meeting over to our hostess with the mostest, Miss Wanda.
Oh my. All righty. Well, let's see. What we're going to do at this time is we're going to thank everybody for being on the call. At this time, we're going to have the opening prayer by our director, Tasha Moore.
Okay. Amazing.
Surprise!
There you go. Being always ready.
Okay. Father God, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for this minute, this hour. God, as we go into this meeting, God, we ask you for your guidance, your wisdom, your knowledge, God, to embrace us so we can take this business of ours to the next level, to the next dimension in our lives like never before. We speak newness, we speak clarity, we speak, oh goodness, just everything on us so we can take it on at abeastmode.com. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right, so tonight we're really just going to focus on, you know, just question answer. You know, all of the leaders chime in. I did ask in the chat if there are any specific topics that anyone needed us to focus on. But we'll start with our vision, mission, culture. I think there may be a couple of folks on for the first time. But I did place this in the chat. I'll repost, and it's also on the Facebook page. But you know, something that we're focused on. If ever you have a day where things seem to be a little bit off for you, and you need a little guidance, just go to our Facebook, the G4G Facebook page, and find our vision, mission, culture, and just read through it. It has helped me on numerous occasions just to hit the reset button. You know, after you get that, you know, 20th no, and you start to feel a little bit discouraged, it's always good to go back to home plate and understand why you're doing what you're doing. And the fact that you don't give up, you know, that just means you're that much closer to your next yes and a breakthrough. I have witnessed it happening repeatedly in this team. You know, Miss Wanda, you know, everybody, you know, it has just been amazing just to be able to see how things have come not even full circle, but, 180, and it just completely in a whole nother direction. So just don't ever give up. Don't ever allow that little voice of can't. We don't use that. We don't use try. It is, and, just do it. Plain and simple, and it may be with, the thoughts in mind, but, our mind is what defeats us on so many occasions. So, we have to get outside of ourselves and, just press forward. So our vision to leave a legacy and prosperity, but in also what values are embedded. That means, what's inside of you. That's what you gain strength from to press forward. To be an inspiration and shine so brightly that it is inevitable to be followed, which means, people see your light and they just want to do what you do. It happens, but you have to make your light so bright that other people are just like, wow. And they just want to be with you. They want to do what you're doing. They love being around you. They love dealing with you. They just want to be your customer. And or either, on your team. So you have to let your light shine and it be so infectious that people want to be involved in your life, even if it's just this much. Not to sound like I'm tooting my own horn, but I have spent a lot of time on this. If people don't like you, they're not going to follow you. If people don't, have an appreciation for the things that you have going on and feel like, you're that person that they need to be connected to, they're not going to connect with you. And again, something that's been said, I believe it was Les Brown, if you are the smartest person in the group, then you need some you need some new friends. But if you see that you're and if you're that magnet that people are drawn to, then that means that they figured out that you have something that they can learn from you. So that means you have to keep growing. You can't get stale. You have to keep pressing forward, and make it your business to learn something new every single solitary day. I've been telling my children this since they started pre-K, and I say it to myself, hey, that's my something new that I learned today. Oh my gosh. So, and I get excited. People look at me like I'm crazy sometimes, but I was like, y'all don't understand. It's a ritual to learn something new every single solitary day, and to make sure that I'm never the smartest person in my circle so that I can continue to grow. To be so encouraged that motivation happens without effort. So, you want to be motivational, you want to be, everything. And if you're not there, it's okay. You just know that there's self-development that you have to involve yourself in, whether that's, trainings or seminars or books, prayer, meditation, whatever it takes for you to get yourself to the next level. So that's all I want to focus on in our vision. Mission is just further detailed into what the vision is. And then, of course, our culture is everything that we do on a daily basis in our five-step game plan. Making sure your auto ship is on, making sure that you are already binary qualified. If you've been in the business longer than a week, you should be binary qualified, plain and simple. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you're not there, that means that should be your focus for this week, which we're going to get into that topic about, what the focus is for this rank up week. Also retailing, attending the meetings and events. And then you teach, 1 through 4, wash, rinse, repeat. It's the same thing. We don't step outside of that, and, don't reinvent the wheel. Do what works. Copy the right cats. So that's all that I'm going to say about that. And didn't want to spend a ton of time. I want to make sure we have enough time to address all questions for tonight. So, Miss Wanda, any recognitions from Virginia? You're on mute.
Not at this time. I did want to share at this time, though, I guess the last 3 weeks, we'll go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. We have been having a We have been having a weekly meeting for the last 3 weeks here at my house.
I love it. I love it. Don't keep it a secret. No secret. Activity must not be a secret because you know what I've been screaming about. I want activity.
We haven't done we haven't done the flyers yet. We will be doing that. It's just that we haven't had the the huge turnout, so we didn't want to be posting, and we didn't have the.
I don't care if it's one person. Don't matter. Put it out there.
Well, we'll be putting out there this week, this coming Thursday. We'll be getting something out there for the masses.
Wonderful.
But this will be number 3. Right now, it's going to be here at the house until we can do better.
Wonderful.
Not to say that we still aren't supporting the Walter Smith thing on Tuesdays, but we're doing something on our side and on our own over here also.
Okay. What have you set a particular day and time?
It's right now we're doing Thursday at 6.
Thursday at 6. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful. I love it. So y'all have the every other Tuesday with Walter A. And then you have the Thursday session at your house at 6.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Walter's is he putting a flyer out every other week?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So there should be one out there now because it's tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, there is one out there for tomorrow already.
And is that on your page too?
It's it should be. I think I put it out there a few days ago, but I put it out there again.
Yeah.
I know it's in TLC. It's in TLC Richmond.
Okay. All right. All right. And then put it in the other groups too and say, hey, if there's anybody, reach out to other groups that are in the Richmond area. They may want to come too. I know you started doing that with Facebook. Just trying to find some other groups that are focused in the Richmond area. Mm-hmm. Do that. Every time we have a session, I did have a lady reach out. And even though she didn't come to our event, she told me about, 8 others. And I got to sit down and I need to share that with the Charlotte team. There's no way I'm going to be able to do all of those events that she would like to have Total Life Changers representation at. So you just never know what's going to happen when you post in those groups. And it's just doing a search on, Charlotte groups within Facebook. And I know Tasha touched on that last week on social media. So if you have any questions about doing searches, wherever you live, if that's Charleston, Australia, wherever, you can do a search on, groups within, your area, groups in Charlotte, entrepreneur groups in Charlotte or Virginia or wherever. And it's just a ton of different things that come back. And then if they have a closed group, you can just request to be added. I even got myself in a homeschoolers group, which means what? They don't work. They stay home and teach their children and would love to have a little side gig like, Total Life Changes. So even groups that you wouldn't think, they're like, but that's kind of off the beaten path, a homeschoolers group. But hey, they need money too. And if they can still homeschool and make money too, that's a win-win. So absolutely, I'm inside, and they don't know. I'm stalking them, just kind of seeing what kind of activity they have going on. But there are so many little mommies groups, and guess what? Deadbeat dads, they need some money. Deadbeat moms. So there are so many groups. When I say I started really looking into it, I was like, my Lord, they absolutely, to stay out of jail, they need TLC. So, just think about different things. Be creative. Sometimes I'll just lean back in my chair.
They're smoking weed.
Say that again.
I say, and they need that tea if they're smoking weed.
Well, hey, there you go. And then there may even be We Smoke Weed group. I don't know. We're laughing, but it just may exist. It just may exist. So
It may be the turn up group.
exactly. And it's those groups that plan those parties
You got that job interview.
Yes, if you need to squeeze in a dress and y'all having parties every week, those groups too. Hey, you need to lose 5 pounds, fit in your dress for Friday. Hey, take a different spin. Be creative. I cannot tell you how creative I've gotten in being able to strike up conversations with people in some of these groups. It's insane. But yeah, just think it through. Do the searches in Facebook. And you'll see it'll all come up. And if you need to go back and listen to what Tasha presented last week, we recorded it, so it's on the YouTube link that was also put on the Facebook page. So go back and listen to. She did an excellent training last week on social media and different things that we can do. So thank you so much, Wanda. Utoka, anything, any recognitions from your team?
Not this week. Just want everybody give kudos to everybody that we need to just keep pressing forward and going all the way up. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me do this. Gosh, I don't know who that is. Let's see. I'm up next. Well, Tasha, why don't you go next? Any recognition from your team?
Let's see, who did what this week? So much going on. No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
So.
All right, so for me, I know that there's, the leaders are doing an excellent job, Wanda, and making sure that they had some additional activity going on, even though she tried to keep it on the DL. No DL stuff around here, Miss Wanda.
We got to make sure it's chugging along. We got to make sure the engine was working right.
And we've had, when we first started here in Charlotte, we had sessions, nobody showed up. We turned it into training, we helped it, we did role play, so don't let it go to waste. Hey, we still had a session. We had a wonderful time. Awesome. Just everything. You let the world think that you had a room full of people and all of y'all get together and take a picture like it was just a bomb. That's all. It's all about perception, and mentally it's like, wow, they doing the dang thing. And then of course now, the room is full, or we give the illusion that the room is full. So it's like, wow, no more chairs, even though it may have only been 5 chairs. Well, we ran out of chairs. So you just give that illusion, and people want to belong. They just want to belong. They want to see that you're having a good time. You're all coming together. Nobody's fighting. They're having a good time. They're eating food. They're sharing information. They're getting healthy. Oh my God, yes. How do I come to that? So, you just want to make sure that that's the perception no matter what. So I just want to thank all of the leaders, Tasha, Utoka, Wanda, and everyone on each of the teams for really just doing the dang thing. You're listening, everybody's listening, and that's a good thing. We're going to talk about this more activity thing in just a minute. But we have to be likable on Facebook. You have to be a person, not a sales machine. So what's good about what's been going on is the fact that I see family pictures. I love Utoka, putting Braxton out there with that beautiful smile, and, we're going to the park, showing the moms that, hey, I got this job, but yet, I can still do my business too. I'm at the mall, my kids are playing, so they're like, wow, I got 2 kids too. I I could do this business just like Utoka. I see her, at the mall, and she's able to talk to people and get new customers and new business partners. Wow. Okay. And look at Tasha. Tasha's doing the dang thing. She can post and, she can give a baby a hug just now on the meeting. And then she can go right back into being a boss. That's the kind of stuff people want to be able to see, that they can actually do what we're doing. So I don't make any bones about, sharing the information that I do with my nonprofit organization, other activity that I got going on. And, and then next you might see me, at the Japanese restaurant eating Japanese food with my son, or, in the kitchen with no makeup on, fixing my elixir for night, ready to go to bed, just being silly and having a good time. Or when, I'm doing my workout, hey, it just needs to be a snippet. Hey, everybody, hope everybody got up and moved, feed all three, mind, body, spirit, and that's my signature now. So everybody's like, oh, there she is, mind, body, spirit, with all that energy first thing in the morning. I can be tired as crap when I get off the air, but what they see, wow, she has a lot of energy, which I do have all the energy first thing morning with the NRG and my big gigantic shot of NutriFirst. So yes, you just keep it going, and people see, my God, you jump from this to this to this throughout the day, and it's not like you're one of these people. I got up, I used the bathroom, I brushed my teeth, I went to work. It's some people that actually do that kind of. That's not what they want to see. It's just your fun activity kind of thing where you are out here doing the dang thing and representing. So don't turn into one of those people, because you might get robbed. There's some folks that are watching those kind of people. I'm getting ready to go to work now. I get off at 4:00. Oh my God. Your house is empty until 4:00. I'm coming to rob you. So you want to do that kind of thing. So I just want to put that out there, because gosh, so just be personable and likable, and people will be just drawn to you, and they'll start asking you to do other things, and be a part of other groups like the Single, Saved, and Serious. I was a part of that on yesterday. Fantastic time. Made some new contacts. And, you just never know. You see people that go up to the buffet, you're looking like, oh, my God, because I have a different pair of eyes now since I've been with TLC. Oh, my God, I see everything. The guy that's walking from the mall that is walking really slow. Why? Because he needs to lose about 150 pounds. And then the lady who keeps tugging at her shirt or jacking her pants up. I see everything now. It's like, oh my God, I just want to turn it off sometimes, but I can't. I cannot, or somebody that looks super tired of this, may I take your order? It's like, you need NRG. That's what you need. And then I leave a sample, so it's just so many different things that you have to keep in mind. And, as we do this journey, as we do this business. So that's all that I have. Just keep up the great work, everybody. Does anybody else have any recognitions or anything from an accountability perspective to share? Okay. All right, moving on. Rank up this week. I know it's been real quiet. Quiet makes me nervous. And I know this weekend, I had a lot going on too, and just stuff that I need to get done around the house because I've been doing other stuff. And when the laundry piles up and the kids are screaming at you, Mom, you don't spend any time with me. Or if you have a significant other, somebody that wants, 5 minutes with you, a husband, or I get it. You have to take time out to do those kinds of things. And then this may not be the week. And if that's the case, you identify that and you start planning for the next week. But the activity it shouldn't go silent. You should still, kind of press forward, and then, at least show what the plan is for the next week. So there should always be activity going on. So I haven't really heard anybody say definitively, yes, I'm running this week. Nobody has done that. And I pick up on the silence in the chat. Yeah, we just gonna skate past that and let's see what else is posted. I see. Yeah. Look at these faces. Look at me, Wanda. So yeah, I get it. So we just, if it's not your week, it's not your week. If you got other stuff going on, it's okay. You just identify that and then work to come up with a plan. When is your week? Once you have identified that, then you set a plan in place. You get everything aligned, and then you speak that thing into existence, plain and simple. But I'm not letting go of the binary qualified thing. If you're not binary qualified, everybody needs to be, if you've been in the business longer than a week, plain and simple. And then those that are at different ranks, we need to be focused on requalifying each week. That needs to be the purpose, so that you're not leaving money on the table. So if you're not ranking up, it needs to be all about requalifying for that week to be able to get your pay at that rank on a weekly basis. And that goes for myself and everybody on the entire team. So I'm not excluding me. I have to do my hustle as well. So we're here as a team to work our business and, to press forward. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So let's put a plan in place, speak with whoever your sponsor is, put a plan in place so that we at least know what's going on, and then who needs to run together, because there is a partnership in this. And once we figure out who's running for the week, then we can identify who that last person is in that particular lineage, and then all the orders go in under that last person and roll all the way up, so that everybody benefits in that week that's working to rank. And then we can all work together to to benefit all at one time. So it doesn't have to be where it's just one person making it if you fall in the same lineage. So that's something we need to talk about. Those people that have come in after you under whatever leg it may be, let's get a plan in place so that we can know who's where and
Beverly,
partnered up. Yes.
I don't know about anybody else, but I'm having a really hard time with the new back office.
Yeah. It's unnerving some days.
It is. I mean, trying to figure out, it is so hard just trying to figure out who's on the left and who's on the right now, trying to remember. Yeah. I wrote it down in the early days, but now with people that have come and gone and left now, it's hard. And then with them telling me I'm not binary qualified, that just threw a monkey wrench in everything.
Yeah. I was a tour taker too for a minute. And then after calling her, like, oh no, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Don't freak me out. So yes,
that is definitely one of the biggest challenges when I look in the back office. Like, I'm still trying to really even try to find the tree. I can't find the tree anymore.
Right.
I'm like, where's the tree? So it's like, who's on the left, who's on the right? It's just really bugs me out.
Frustrating. Yes.
Yeah. Because when you saw the it motivated you, you know what I'm saying, when you were able to see 85%, you're like, okay, but you don't have anything on there now. So
it's all grayed out. You had to pay the $19.95. And I did reach out to Stormy and I said, what's up? When we had this before, it was only $9.95 to get the upgrade to your back office. Now is $19.95. I was like, I got to go sell a pack of tea just to see my own information. That's not right. That's not right. So
the set it and forget it went from 120 to 139.
Exactly. So she said, if everybody would just simply send in their thoughts about that to customer service, and let it be known that you're not happy, then that's when, if they start to get those types of feedback in, then it'll be a difference. But she said for right now, it is what it is, and we just gonna have to live with it for right now. I have a feeling that it will be adjusted, but we have to be diligent, and that's what Stormy's feedback was. And Tanya and I are going to be talking, Tanya Joyner Scott, tomorrow. She's up to something. I don't know. She's doing something. She asked me for some information today. I don't know what she's doing, but I got to circle back with her. And I've had a couple of requests from Stormy, and I think I'm going to have to work it through Tanya. So it's just different things going on, lots of activity across the board. I know the back office is very frustrating, but we're going to have to continue to be diligent about when we see things wrong, that we make that phone call to customer service to get us through all of these bumps and bruises. Again, as an IT person, I apologize on behalf of Total Life Changes because this was horrid. They did not do the proper testing that should have been put in place before the rollout. You just don't do this kind of thing in my profession of almost 30 years. This is one of the worst rollouts that I've ever seen. I love Total Life Changes, but whomever was left in charge of this rollout from an IT perspective did not do a great job. So,
and I have one other question.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're doing a question. For you guys that have people that are using the resolution,
Mm-hmm.
I have a lady that is using the resolution and the tea. I mean, I'm sorry, she's using the resolution and the coffee because she doesn't like tea. And she is not getting the results that everyone else is getting. I was thinking, my first thought was she needed to detox,
Mm-hmm.
but she doesn't like tea. So my suggestion to her was going to be to detox. Is that the answer? What does everybody think? Is that she needs to detox rather than just using the coffee and the resolution?
I think that the talks does go hand in hand with the resolution. I saw a leader who did a video, and she put Crystal Light in her instant tea. I tried it last night, and I love it. So for the people that don't taste like Crystal Light, it doesn't even taste like tea at all. But I think, my personal opinion, that the tea goes hand in hand with it.
Okay, so she should really detox instead of just using the slimming coffee.
Yeah.
And I think so. Personally, I see a better result when I do detox along with the resolution, the NutriBurst, and NRG, or the Life Drops. But I use both.
For me, I absolutely, the Crystal Light is okay if they do that one for one serving. I wouldn't recommend it every single day. Crystal Light has a very and this is one of the doctors that
That sugar. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it will make you have cravings for it. So you got to be careful about using Crystal Light on a regular. He actually told me to just wean myself off of it. If to a place where I get down to maybe one per day, and then the rest of it to be my water. But yeah, if they can just do the fruit, infused fruit, where at least natural, and not,
Okay.
not something like that. But whatever it's going to take for them to at least get started, and then let them know that they need to be weaned off of that and get as natural to the product as possible.
Okay, so she really needs to detox rather than just a slimming coffee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I just wanted to bring it to the group first before I tell her that.
And also, Wanda, is she on the Nutriverse?
No, she didn't want the
Mr.
Nutriverse.
Burcell,
She didn't want the Nutriverse.
Yeah, she
Mhm.
got to do that, because if your body is deficient in any category, it's like a machine. If I don't put oil in my car, it doesn't matter that I put transmission fluid, the motor's still going to blow. So you're going to need something to ensure that those deficiencies are taken care of. So encourage her, even if she gets just a little mini Nutriverse, and allow her to see that difference. I think that'll do it for her. So,
And also, too, want to tell her that that's why the kit is created the way it is, too, with the T, the Nutriverse, and the Resolution, because they all work hand in hand.
Yep. And make sure she's drinking water. Got to
Yep.
do that.
She's drinking the water.
Okay. All right.
I have a question. She doing the 1,200 calorie diet with the Resolution?
Yes, I gave her, she has the diet.
So Wanda, I'm gonna this will be a test for you. Sometimes you have to ask the question 5 different ways to find out that they're not doing what they're supposed to. And sometimes people will, yeah, try to fast talk you. I'm doing that. And it's like, so tell me what your meals are like. And then they're like, well, and then you're able to.
I think she's eating pizza and cookies with her kids. That's what I think she's doing at the end of the evening.
Yeah. So I just ask her, tell me what you ate for today. What was your meal for today?
Mm-hmm.
And you just put them on the spot, and then that's when they stop. They realize, oh God, I'm gonna tell a lie to cover the lie to cover another lie, and so you have to pin them sometimes, just so that you don't waste your time, going down all these different avenues of why it didn't work. It didn't work because you're not doing it right.
I know every other question was the same question. Are you sure I'm not on auto ship?
Oh God.
No.
But I wanted to also say what is good, because when they're taking that resolution drop, I think us getting back in contact with them like that next day, because if the resolution drop is supposed to drop 3 pounds in one day, I should be hearing you calling me oh my God, I woke up and it's 2 pounds gone. They're doing something wrong. I just they doing, because I had the girl, she contacted, the tea ain't working. So what are you doing? Well, how did you make this tea? Tell me what's going on. I mean, let me see the tea. Take a picture of it. What are you eating? Because people taking this tea, but they're still eating fried food and they're doing what they want. And that's making me so mad, because I'm ready to hear results. And I'm not hearing no results. And I done sold some tea to people. I told a couple of people some tea, and I got that message today. And I'm like, really? I didn't get nothing. Nothing happened. No results. I'm like, okay, well, let me call you and let me, this is where we got to call them, and we have to sit down, and you're right, Ms. Bev. We have to ask them, what are you eating? What are you eating? It worked for me. Why ain't working for you? I mean, really?
Right. There you go.
Crazy.
Yes. So, and I'm making a point, it's like, I'm going to ask you very specific questions. Like there are 2 gentlemen that I just sold T2, Nutriverse, the whole shebang. And they both came back to me today. It's like, oh my God, that tea is the truth. Both of them said the exact same, but I had to make them know I am going to come back and I am going to ask you. So it's about accountability. You have to let them know that I will ask you very specific questions, and I just hope for your health you will tell me the truth. Ooh, wow. For your health, you will tell me the truth. I am your change agent. I use different words like that, and you're like, oh my God, she's like the police. But it's about accountability. If you're going to buy these products, you have to follow the rules. So it's just that simple. But yeah. So does anybody else have any other questions? I know we have about 12 minutes left in the session. Okay, while you guys are thinking, I do want to touch on the subject of more activity. Please know, especially to the Charlotte team, the reason why I made the decision to have the Thursday sessions here at my home is because I didn't want to ask you guys to do something that I wasn't doing myself. And that's just plain and simple. You have to set the example as being leaders. And then those that are coming along, same thing. You know, if we're preaching the whole copy the right cat, then we all have to do it. And, you know, is it a ton of fun? No, but once you get into it, yes. I love having people here and, you know, having those that make the decision to change their lives, but it is a little bit of work. So if it's something where, you know, okay, I don't necessarily want to have people at my house every week. There's so many different places all over Charlotte. If you just tell them what you're doing, it's like the French place. The room is free. It's free. You know, the only thing we have to do is make a purchase, get something to drink. That's it. Everybody has to get something to drink, or, you know, that's the only payment that they want for using their room. And the little French bistro here at Northlake, you know, it's pretty much open because it's like a little tucked away secret. Panera Bread, the same thing. You know, they have a room. Chick-fil-A, whatever. You know, and if we get a larger audience, then please let's talk, because maybe we can get the conference room again at the library up in Huntersville. I kind of have a hookup there where we just need to talk, you know, just like we did with the vision board party, which was amazing, and a great facility. So just we got to have more activity, showing people that we're out and about, and we're doing, you know, events. You know, I love, you know, all of the postings with, you know, like Utoka going to the mall, Tasha out, you know, the whole team needs to show that type of activity, and that we have events, or that we're being asked to do different things, you know, maybe with different groups, or, you know, just like Tasha was asked to speak on Friday night, post that too. Oh my God, she really is a leader. She can go before a congregation and speak, you know. And then like the thing that's coming up on Thursday, I'm working on a flyer for Fitness Connection. Oh my God, they have something at Fitness Connection too. They are everywhere. They're at Panera Bread over here by Concord Mills. They got stuff going on at the library with Vision Board. Oh, it's not just about Total Life Changes. Oh, they're promoting fitness and health as well. So all of that activity has to be seen. That was what attracted Tasha. You know, she said that right out. It was the activity, because when she was a part of the organization before, nothing, goose egg. So now, you know, she came to this team because of the activity that's going on. So it could very well be several other people that are watching us as well that want to see that activity. Well, they just go to Beverly's house once a week. That ain't nothing. You know, no. So we want to make sure that we have, you know, that we're putting it out there. I don't care how big or small, Wanda. I don't care how big or small. Let's put it out there in the universe so they know what we're doing. And as you can see, Jack Fallon liked what we're doing for Friday at the French restaurant. You see my post? He was one of the first people to like that activity. That's huge for your CEO to see your flyer for your, you know, little French bistro event. And he's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So those types of things. And I know he's liked some of Utoka's posts as well. So we got to keep the activity going so that our leaders see what we're doing, and that showing them that we're doing this here in Charlotte will drive them here. Oh my God, that's what we want. We want to make sure, you know, at some point Stormy feels like it's a good trip to come to Charlotte, you know. But I'm not real concerned about it. I just want the activity so that everybody can, can make it and do really good. But that's what drives them here. You know, Tanya and Dexter too. They want to see the activity. Dr. Kim, all of them, Candace, they come when they start to see activity. So let's put it all out there, no matter how big or small, doesn't matter. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So for me, I'm gonna see how using the French bistro works, and I may just shift it there. It won't be every Friday because I know sometimes I have things to do on Fridays that are way out of my control, and so I'll have to change some things around. But that doesn't stop the rest of the team to set something up on Friday, Saturday, whatever day works for you. It may not work for the entire team. We don't all have to be there at all times. It's just showing the activity. So that's why it's important to make sure that you understand the products as well as the compensation plan, because you never know when you'll have to step up and do a presentation yourself. All right. We have 5 minutes left. Any other questions? I want to quickly touch on Atlanta.
Yeah, I just wanted to real quick just to encourage everyone. I know sometimes we all get sidetracked by just different testimonies from our customers or reps or anybody, but just be encouraged, stay focused. One of the reasons why I came back is because the products work. I can't stress to everybody, as you all saw, I had to boot somebody out the room this week because she came in with the mind of wanting to do it, but she was not business minded all the way. And I'm not ashamed to say that, only because when you get into this position, you got to know you made this investment because why? You said that you wanted money, you wanted change, and guess what? This opportunity is here for all of us to do it. I think I am just still excited. I'm still on beast mode. I'm losing so much weight. I'm telling you, I'm feeling really good in spite of what anybody says about, I'm saying anybody as in those crazy customers, they get on my nerve. But I mean, they get on my nerve, but I feel good. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's working for me, and I believe and I know it's working for them, the right ones. And we're going to keep forward, keep pushing, keep pushing. Oh, and for the Atlanta trip, I was able to get, let me tell you, those hotels are booking up. I never done this before. Let me tell you, oh my Lord. I mean, every hotel was booked. This hotel booked this. And then when I tried to do the Renaissance, it was $600 and something. I said, oh my God, no. Because, TLC is getting a promotion for $112. So I got it booked at the Embassy Suite. Listen, if I got to walk a couple of miles just to get there, I'll do it. It's okay. So I'm booked. I got a room.
That's what I was gonna say. Hey, you know what? Hindsight is always 20/20, and then you just know to be ready for the next one. But the rooms, when they make the announcement, I am always the first to go ahead and book my room immediately, because I know the leaders get 10 and 20 rooms all at a time, and or more, and then they hog them all up. And then so as soon as the announcements are made, boom, I'm on the site getting my hotel, because I already know how this is gonna work. So even waiting a week, pretty much booted you out. So if you don't have a room, we need to make sure that you have something. Now the Embassy Suite is, just across the way. They have a shuttle bus, so that won't be a problem at all. And it only takes like 5 minutes, if that, to take the shuttle bus from the Embassy Suite over to the Cobb Center. So not a bad deal. And the hotel is extremely nice. That's where they had the last event. And that was the host hotel then. So they must have just been able to get a good rate with the Renaissance. But if you don't have a room, please, 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 I do want to make sure that everybody has accommodations. If you don't have your ticket, please get your ticket. And for those, and I forgot, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. let me put this in red. I will do this tonight before I go to bed. For those that already got your ticket and were not able to get your breakout rooms, I'm going to put the instructions in on the Facebook page, and then I will just tell you in the chat that it's on the Facebook page because I don't want to clog it up with this information. But you want to make sure that you follow those instructions since you got your ticket prior to the breakout rooms being identified. And I was also told, even for those that did select, they may end up having to go back and reselect again because that function, even though it was there, it wasn't recording. I don't understand total changes. Anyway, so yeah, that's what was said to me when I spoke with the young lady. So I don't know how they're gonna do that. That's gonna be a big mess. But I just want to make sure that our team has it and that we can at least call and get confirmation. And so that's what I want to do. So please, everybody, go ahead and get your ticket. Fix it so that you don't, whatever sacrifice you have to make right now to go ahead and get your ticket, because it will sell out. It will sell out. And the place is absolutely beautiful. If you didn't get an opportunity to see the hangout with Kenny Lloyd and Jack Fallon, it feels like we're at Carnegie Hall somewhere. It's just absolutely beautiful where we're going to be. So I'm looking forward to everybody walking across the stage and getting those awards, everybody being on 120 auto ship already, and making sure that you're in your medal and able to walk across the stage with your new record.
Miss Beverly,
Yes.
quick question. So I'm looking at the Marriott. The one I'm looking at was on Peach. That close to the center. It's I want to say Renaissance, not Renaissance. What is it? It is the Residence in Atlanta Midtown.
Okay. How close did you map it out to see how close that was to the Cobb Center?
I didn't.
Okay. You may want to look at that. And, I know some folks made that mistake with New York. Just picked a spot and then had to take the train and this and that and other just to get to the facility. So, for me, I mapped out, said, what hotels are close to the Sheraton, wherever it was that we were going to be. And then I got a hotel that was just 2 blocks away as opposed to having to take a train and all that other craziness. So map that out and see how far away it is from the Cobb Center. And if it's, several miles, you don't want to have to factor that in. And, if it gets late, which it will on the night that we have the, luau, you don't want to have to take a transportation very far at night that late to get back to your hotel. So be mindful of that. All right. So I want to talk about what accommodations we have at our next meeting. So I want to make sure everybody has their ticket. If you don't have your ticket by then, which I really need for you to go ahead and get your tickets, then let's figure out when you will be able to get your tickets, because I want the entire team there. If your team does not have their G4G shirts, no. So that we can get that payment in, the $30 for the shirt, and get those made prior to the trip as well. Because I want us all uniform when we go to Atlanta. Makes a huge difference. The leaders love taking pictures with and getting to know teams that are uniformed and in order. That's something that I've recognized at every event. They get the most recognition. So I want to put G4G on the map. All right, are there any other questions, comments, concerns? All right, and don't forget what I said about more activity. More activity is going to be very important. And it doesn't matter. It ends up just being you and somebody else from the team, or just you. Let's just get it out there and show activity for the team. Is someone trying to say something? Did Kira make it on? She didn't make it on? Okay.
Miss Beverly?
Yes.
Itoka, When you say more activity, are you talking about having 2 tea parties every week?
Or whatever the activity. It doesn't have to be as organized as what I've been doing or hosting on Thursdays. Doesn't have to be all of that. It can just be, if you want to get together at a coffee shop and just have, 2 or 3 people there to present. I just want to make sure that we're showing all activity. It would be great if all of the leaders would be able to set something up on a weekly basis, but if it could be bi-weekly, just like what Walter Smith is doing. So just showing that we have all of this activity on the calendar for the group, and then we can send people to different things. It doesn't have to just be the one activity that's already scheduled on a weekly basis. We'll have several options to give them. Oh, I can't make it to that. I can't come on Thursday night. No, I can't do that. Or no, I can't do it. So if we have other activities planned throughout the week, that gives people several options, and we can send all of our people to different events if they can't make it to what's already on the calendar. Did I answer your question, Yatoka?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Are there any other questions, comments, concerns before we wrap up with our affirmations from Ms. Yatoka? All right. Okay. Well, Toka, I believe we are ready for our affirmations and close out.
All right. I will hear the voice of the Holy Spirit from within. I will lead and not follow. I will create and not destroy. I am a force for good. I defy the odds. I set new standards. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am the lender and not the borrower. I am loved by God. I am chosen by God. I am protected by God. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned. It's my season. It's my turn. I am humble. I am wealthy. I am strong. I am healthy. I am happy. I am a champion.
Woo, woo. God, I love the affirmations. I love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, and then, of course, if anybody needs the affirmations and you need to say them to yourself, we can put those in the chat. Do you have them where you can just copy and paste them in the chat on the Facebook page?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
If you would do that, so everybody say it to yourself. And Stormy started this whole trampoline thing. To my surprise, it does work. You do feel like this real superhero when you get on that trampoline saying those affirmations. It's mental. It's all mental, guys. But I have a little small trampoline. I said, let me just see if this is real. Yes, you do feel really, really good. All those endorphins that you're burning while you're jumping on the trampoline and saying the affirmations to yourself out loud. Absolutely amazing. So if you have a trampoline, give it a shot. It worked for me, so maybe that's another video I could put out and show people. But anyway, all right, well, that's it. I don't have anything else. Let me just see if I can get everybody's picture really quick. All right, come on, thing. There we go. All right, let me stop sharing. All right. Y'all ready to say?
Chicken.
All right, I got it. Y'all have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. You too. Good night, everyone.
Good night.